The devastating bushfires at the start of 2020 were a tragic reminder that for both our own and our pets' safety, it's vital that we are prepared and know what to do in an emergency. Mel, how can people prepare themselves and their pets for an emergency?
Well, one thing you can start with is to just think about your risk and what sort of risks you're exposed to, because that will help you know what you need to prepare for and what triggers there might be. Also make a plan for your whole family, so not just the human members of the family, but obviously all of the pets as well, and that includes the chickens as well as the horses. And then also discuss your plans with the members of your household, so everybody knows what the plan is, what they might need to do. If you've got neighbours you can talk to, again, just try and share your plans with your neighbours so they know what you're going to be doing as well.
And if we want to protect our pets in particular when it all breaks out, what should we be looking to do?
Again, when emergencies hit, the last thing you want to be doing is making these sorts of decisions on the fly about what you're going to do. So being prepared is really important in that case. And making sure that we think about the anxiety that our pets will pick up on as well, so they can pick up on our own stress. So you want to think about making sure they're in the house as soon as you've got any idea that you might have to leave. The cats will run off at the first thing. The horses might get a bit flighty. So you want to be preparing them as quickly and as soon as you can as well. Also, think about identification, because one thing that can happen, of course, is if you get separated from your pets, you need to be reunited. So mostly for our dogs and cats, that's the microchips, and making sure the microchip address is actually your current address.
That's right, up to date.
And obviously other animals need different types of identification, and sometimes the containers are the things you need to put the identification on. So the carriers, the crates, tanks, depending what what creatures you've got. So those are all really important things to just bear in mind.
And things like, I guess you should be making sure you've got emergency kits are obviously for your pets as well as for yourself. And stay or go, what should people be doing particularly with the larger animals?
Yeah, no, it is really tricky, and obviously the more animals you have and the larger animals you have, the more time it's going to take you, and of course time is your enemy in these situations often. So what we recommend is that you make a plan for all your pets and you leave early. That's the safest thing you can do.
Okay.
And so that includes thinking about, as I said, what you're going to do with your chickens and your horses, and getting those onto floats early, especially if maybe you have to make more than one journey to get everybody out, and the roads can get busy, they can get shut, so you need to think about just having that extra time.
What happens if you can't get home?
Well, that's something we really do need to consider, because it happens quite regularly. If you're a commuter, if you drive to work, if you use public transport, these things can get shut down in emergencies and it might not be possible to get home. So it's really important to talk to your neighbours or someone who lives nearby who knows what you want to happen if you can't get home. So have a plan for that scenario, because it is quite likely that could happen.
And where can people get more information?
Well, Blue Arc Animal Ready Community has a Facebook page, so we can direct you to resources from there. The emergency services, the fire authorities and the state emergency services, they all have great resources for pet owners as well.
Okay.
And of course, organisations like RSPCA, World Animal Protection, Animal Welfare League, they also think about pets and preparedness too.
Lovely, thank you. Thanks so much, Mel. Really important information. We were able to share this story with you thanks to the support of Petstock Assist through their stores, staff and their customer support. They were able to raise $250,000 this year to help the Australian bushfire appeal. Of course, though, these communities still need our help, so to make a donation or to find out more, visit the Petstock Assist website. Thanks, guys.